In this video, as we have expressed in the previous video, we would like to discuss the very right of preemption or Shuffa and the very classification of preempters. So, as preemption and Shuffa, it is a kind of selling a house or land or any immovable property by a Muslim, he must give preference to the co-sharers and to the neighbor, and he should not allow a stranger to purchase the very house or land which would create inconvenience and difficulties and disturbances. So, regarding that, the Islamic law provides definite rules and principles regarding preemption, and as regarding the views of different schools, the Sunnis and particularly the Hanafis, they recognize the three types of Shuffa or preemption like Shafi Sharik, Shafi Khalid, and Shafi Jar, and they allow the right of Shuffa and to co-sharers only. And among these Shias, the Fatimidi schools only recognize the right of co-sharers. So, when it is regarding classification of the very preempters, then the first one, as Shafi Sharik, it is the co-owners of the property, they must be given preference first. Then, as for Shafi Khalid, a participator so has the right of preemption. And regarding Shafi Ijar, owner of an adjoining property or a neighbor, must be given preference. So, this is the very right of preemption and its classification, but certain formalities has to be maintained regarding preemption, and thus such formalities. One is Talabi-e Mubashibat, and the second one, that is Talabi-ishat. So, regarding the first one, preemptor has to assert his claim immediately on hearing the very sale of the house or land. And regarding Talabi-ishat, it soon after the first demand, the preemptor should assert his right by making a second demand regarding purchasing the same house or land. And in case of the third one, which is called as Talabi-i Tamlik, where the preemptor can file a suit for preemption, and it is according to Faji a third demand. So, these are the formalities to be maintained in all kinds of sufa or preemption, as the right of preemption is available to the participator, co-sharers, and a neighbor or any Muslim on the adjoining land, which land or house is going to be sold. So, in certain conditions also, the very right of preemption is lost, such as by waiver. So, if the very preemptor fails to observe necessary formalities, then his right of preemption is lost. So also, if dies after making both the demands, but before filing the suit, that is talabi tamlik, then also his right of preemption is lost. So also, when the preemptor himself joins as a co-plaintiff with a person who is not entitled to claim preemption. So, these are the occasions where the very right of preemption is lost. And now we'll discuss regarding certain other questions, such as question number 24. Define work and discuss its characteristics. Can a Muslim create work for repair and maintenance of a Hindu temple? Then question number 25. A work is completed by mere declaration of endowment by the owner. Examine the position regarding A. Executed a deed of work for the benefit of his wife. The condition that in case of she remarried after his death, the beneficial interest given to her would be forfeited in there. So, is this work is valid? So, regarding that, we have to discuss certain aspects of works, and literally it means the detention. So, the very origin and development of work, even if it is not pre-Islamic Arabia, and it is originated with Prophet Muhammad only. And regarding the very works, the object is always to made for either for rich or poor, for the rich, so also for the poor. So the very section 2 of the Work Act 1930 expressed that the object must be religious, pious, or charitable, but family works are outside the purview of the Work Act 1954. So also there we have discussed certain other things relating to work, and those are the very objects of these works are either mosque and provisions for imams to conduct worship there, or for schools, colleges, universities, etc., and for bridges, sarais, caravans, or any financial assistance to the poor for going on pilgrimage, Hajj, or distribution of alms to the poor, payment of money to fakirs, construction of house for pilgrims at Makkah, and for making and keeping tajiyas grant to an idgah, dargah, or to pir, celebrating the death anniversary of the waqi or members of his family. So these are the very objectives laid down under Mohammedan law regarding the very creation and working of a waqf, and the very capacity regarding waqf as provided under the Waqf Validating Act 1913 and the Waqf Act of 1954. Must be a Muslim and should be age of 18 years and of sound mind. So these are the capacity of a Muslim required under Mohammedan law to create a work, and the very subject matter of the work as per the Work Validating Act and the Work Act of 1954. All kinds of landfills, gardens, working cattle, implements, and husbandry, warehouses, suits, cash, even Quran or reading in mosque. So all this may be the very subject matter of work, and besides that, the formalities of the works and the very position of Mutwali, who is the founder of the work, may constitute himself as the first Mutwali or may lay down scheme for succession to the very office of Mutwali, or may nominate a successor, or may indicate the very class of persons to succeed Mutwaliship, or may constitute a hereditary line of succession. So, regarding that also, there is the requirement of confirmed nomination of succession on the Mutwali, and he also, as the founder, has the power to lay down qualification for the Mutwali. So, this is all about the work as created under the Work Validating Act 1913 or the Work Act of 1954. So also, in the last, there are certain powers given to Mutwali, and those powers, as per the provisions of the Act, that is regarding management and administration of the work properties. So also, any other power relating to sale or transfer or exchange or mortgage of work properties, the Mutwali has no such power. So these are all about works which already we have uploaded in our previous videos under Muslim law. So one can refer to such to find out the appropriate answers to these questions relating to Mutwali, work, etc.